Hi, welcome to the channel. I'm Dave, or Chili657, and what I'm wanting to do tonight is a flight of Buffalo Trace stuff. Eagle Rare, Buffalo Trace, and Blantons. Blanton Single Barrel, Blanton's Gold. For me, they're kind of meh, to be perfectly honest. I know people really rave about Buffalo Trace products, especially Eagle Rare. It's an allocated product out in the US. As is Blanton's, and Buffalo Trace, and especially Buffalo Trace single barrel picks seem to go down quite well. But for me, personally, they are good whiskies. I do enjoy them. But if I had the choice of Eagle Rare, Buffalo Trace, or Blanton's, or something else, I'd choose to something else every time, hands down. For me, I just don't get the rave factor of these bottles. I don't know if it's just because they're not widely available in the US. People tend to go all weak at the knees and get all gushy about them. But here in the UK, Blanton's is readily available in most of the online shops. Eagle Rare, you can buy in the supermarket on Amazon. 30 quid a bottle, and it's just there. And Buffalo Trace, well, the Buffalo Trace that we get in the UK, sorry, is only 80 proof, and it's not good. Don't like it. So what I've got in front of us are six Glencans, which I poured out. And my better half, she has mixed them up and put in each of the envelopes marked A to F what is in each of these Glencans. We have a UK Buffalo Trace, 80 proof. We have a Buffalo Trace barrel pick from the Lexington, which is 90 proof. Excuse me. We have Eagle Rare and Eagle Rare Whisky Shop barrel pick, both coming in at 90 proof. And then we have the bog standard Blanton single barrel at 93 proof and a Blanton's Gold at 101 proof. Now, hopefully I should be able to tell which is the Blanton's Gold because it's the highest proof out of all of them. That's no guarantee on that because I'm still learning this stuff and my palate isn't all that good, to be fair. Looking at what we've got in front, they are all a similar colour, so I couldn't tell you which one's which just by looking at the colour. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to taste them, see what comes up, see what I like, put them in an order, and then see which one's which. Hopefully, I don't know. I'm saying hopefully, I've got no idea. I'm not really bothered which one is going to come top and which one's going to come bottom. They are all bottles that I've got in my collection or selection, whatever you want to call it. They're not something I would put down as a daily sipper. They're not my go-to whiskies. Yeah, Buffalo Trace, you can see from this bottle, has got next to nothing out of it. Bottle of Eagle Rare. This is the barrel pick again. There's next to nothing out of it. So yeah, they're not my go-to pours at all. But anyway, without further ado, we'll give these a try, and we'll see where we go. So right, what have we got on this one? Well, dusty a little bit, not really getting a lot off that. Maybe it's a little bit of cinnamon, maybe it's a bit of clove, not much else. Let's have a little sip. Leathery. Maybe a bit of cherry, a bit of leather, oak. But that could be any of these. That could be any. I've got no idea what that is. But sweet a little bit. Yeah. No. Nah, it's okay. But yeah, we'll see. Right, B. Let's see what B comes up with. Oh, that's softer. That's a lot softer. Creamy. That's almost like creamy rice pudding. Double cream. Sweet. Yeah, it's very, very creamy on the nose, that one. That's a lot weaker. That's not as much proof in this one. If I'm going to guess just at the moment, I would say, and I don't know about this, but I'll hazard a guess that A is the Blanton's Gold and B is the Buffalo Trace UK bottle, the 80 proof UK bottle, because that is much weaker. No, there's not as much heat on that. That's very smooth. Yeah, yeah, okay. Come back to that. Right, we'll try C. C is very similar in nose to A. Yeah, leathery oak again. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. But that one's quite smooth as well. No heat in that at all. If I'm going to guess, let's say I could be wrong again. I'm going to say that's the Buffalo Trace pick. That's the Buffalo Lexington. C is the Lexington. Get a guess. Could be completely wrong, but these two, B and C, are very similar in taste. No heat in them whatsoever. Oh, but if that's the Lexington at 90 proof, then one of these three, or two of these three, sorry, have got to be the Eagle Rare at 90 proof as well. Oh, anyway, let's try D. Minty. Bit of spearmint. Yeah, not much else than the nose. It's, yeah, okay. Oh, that's interesting. And that, well, it is interesting. That comes across on the first sip. When you take it into your mouth, it comes across as being quite sweet. A little bit oily. Not a bad mouthfeel, but sweet. Not sure. That could be the Eagle Rare. Don't know. Let's try E. Not as strong on the nose as D. As D. Oh, it's drier. That's quite dry. Well, that one, that could be an Eagle Rare. I don't know. I don't know. Right. We'll give F a try, and then we'll give another go through, and I'll put my final thoughts down on this. Right, F. Minty again. Needs a little bit of oak. A little bit of leather. Try it. Cherry. Cherry with a little bit of tingle on the tongue there as that goes down. Bit minty. Not as dry as E. I don't know. I'm trying to guess which one's which, and that's not what I was trying to do. I'm trying to put them in order of preference. I think F's winning it at the moment, followed by D. I don't know. Like, okay, I'm going to give them another go through. Just quickly have a quick sip, and then I will rank them, and then we'll see where we get from there. Right, okay, A. There's something there I can't quite put my finger on what that is. It's very soft in smell. Sorry for the burp.
You animal!
Right, okay. On a second sip, I think now that I've gone through six bourbons, my palate's become a little bit acclimatized to what I'm drinking. And A is not as hot as what it was when on the first sip. First bourbon, first sip, that came across as being quite hot. It's not as hot on the second sip. But that's not bad. I like A. I don't know what it is, but I'm going to leave A in first place. I'm going to work these top down, sort of like from first place to sixth place. And A for me at the moment is definitely first place. Try B again. Creamy note again. I'm getting a slightly creamy note on that now. Try it. That's very soft, that's very weak. That's going to be last place. I'm putting that in last place, and I think that's the UK Buffalo Trace. That's definitely, no, don't like that. That's water. That's the equivalent. That's the British equivalent of waving a tea bag at a cup. Yeah, no, not good. Don't like that. We'll try C. Oak and spearmint, bit of mint on there. I'm putting C very similar to B. I think this is the Buffalo Trace pick. So I'm just going to move F out the way. Sorry, Dracula. Sit. And I'm going to put C in fifth place for the time being. Right, let's try D. No, I'm not getting a great deal on the nose in this one. It's just oaky. Let's try it. Smooth. Soft. It's quite dry. I'm torn between D and E. Let's have another go at E. That's creamy on the nose. Leathery, oaky again. I mean, these are all Buffalo Trace products. They're all very similar, but we'll see what he comes up like. Again, that's quite dry, but it's different. I know which order these are going in. I just don't know whether they're going to be going sort of fourth and third. I will see what F does at the moment. Much better nose than these two. Much better. Soft, minty, oak, a little bit of heat, not a mouth. Right, gonna put D in fourth place, E is gonna go fifth, F in second, and A in first. That's my order of preference. And I think, and I could be wrong, I sit here to be corrected, but I think A is the Blanton's Gold, B is the Blanton Single Barrel, F is the Blanton Single Barrel. My third pick choice, E, I think that is the Eagle Rare, this one. Eagle Rare store pick. Fourth place in D, I'm going to guess as the normal box standard Eagle Rare. Fifth place in C, Buffalo Trace Lexington shop pick, store pick. And the last place is the Weaker's Water Buffalo Trace 80 proof UK standard bottle. I think that's where we're at. So let's have a look. Drum roll. A, I've got down, I think I said Blanton's Gold, but I guess. And what we got? Oh, I was close. It's the Blanton Single Barrel. Ah, surprise. Okay. F, my second place choice. I thought this was the Blanton Single Barrel. And what we got, we have, oh, totally wrong. Eagle Rare Whiskey Shop store pick. That just goes to show you how bad my palate is. Right, in third place, E. I had this down as the Eagle Rare store pick, if I remember rightly. And that is Blanton's Gold. Okay. D, I had this down as the normal regular store shelf for Blanton, Eagle Rare. Oh, Buffalo Trace, the Lexington store pick. I could not be more wrong on that one. Interesting. And these two, my fifth and sixth choice, I had these down as being the Buffalo Trace picks. So in fifth place, and what was in C, is standard Eagle Rare. Okay, that's interesting. So by process of elimination, that leaves the bog standard Buffalo Trace. Which it is. At least I got one right. Yeah, you couldn't really. These five, okay, they are fairly close. This one, UK 80 proof Buffalo Trace. Stick in a cocktail. Put it in with some Coke or some Sprite or 7-Up or Dr. Pepper. Don't put ice in it. You can't water it down any more than it already is. Yeah. You could put a straw in the bottle and drink that. It's not. No, forget it. I'm surprised with the Blantons. I honestly thought that Blanton's Gold would have come on top, but Blanton single barrel, that is a surprise to me. But yeah, that's what we've got. We have, what we got? Blanton single barrel. One Blanton single barrel. Eagle Rare Store Pick. And Blanton's Gold. And then, oh, hello. Buffalo Trace Lexington. And Bog Standard Eagle Rare. And the Weaker's Water UK Buffalo Trace 80 proof. So, yeah. Interesting. That was interesting. Quite enjoyed that. Surprised at the order that came out. And I honestly thought the Blanton's Gold would have done better than it did. But obviously not. That is a surprise. Well, like, share, subscribe if you enjoyed this, or don't if you didn't. I will be looking to put some more content out. This is the first sort of me in front of camera of things I'm doing. I'm going to do some more tastings. I've got a load of bottles which are unopened, so I'm going to do some fresh cork pops and do some thoughts and things on fresh cork pops. Hopefully maybe be a bit more polished the next time round. But yeah, like I said, like, share, subscribe. And remember, it's your whiskey. Drink it your way. See you guys.